Check. Oh, it does work.
All right, Victoria right here.
Hey.
Hello, congratulations on the victory. Just walk me through that fight from your point of view, how it went compared to what you expected.
It was pretty much how I expected. I did expect her to be a little bit more evasive, maybe. When I watched her fight with Lipinski, she was, very, mobile on the outskirts of the cage, and I thought I would have to work harder to close the distance, being the one with the shorter reach. But she came to me a lot, and I feel like that really helped. And that was the only thing I really felt that played out differently than what I expected. I knew I'd be able to push her to the cage. I wasn't able to get her down as good as I wanted to, but I knew I would be stronger there up against the cage.
Talking about it coming in, you'd been on a bit of a skid. Did you feel a bit of that pressure as you were walking out, as you were in the cage, that, hey, I kind of need to deliver tonight more than any other night, probably?
Oh, absolutely. Of course it's been on my mind. I came back from 2 back-to-back broken arms, and but it also helped me feel like I finally get to show what I have to offer tonight. I'm very unlikely that you break your arm. Like, what are the odds that I break it 3 times in a row? So, as I said in my other interview, all the glory to God, because He gave me the mental strength to be able to do that. It's kind of hard to come back from that, but I feel good. I'm grateful that I had the chance to show what I can really do, or part of what I can do. I feel like I'm still learning, and I can definitely get better.
You obviously had to make the long trip from Louisiana to come to London. We know
you guys think it's hot here? Have y'all been to Louisiana?
Did you feel a bit of that crowd energy? Obviously, there was a lot of grappling, and if you're grappling for 2 seconds, the crowd gets a little antsy out there. Did you feel a little bit of that during the fight when you had to clinch and slow it down a bit?
Honestly, I'm not thinking a whole lot about them when I'm out there. I appreciated the energy walking out and hearing the crowd, and if anything, it fueled me. I didn't really think about them too much while I was in the middle of the fight.
And then finally, just what can you say about your team, Andrea Lee and the rest from Shreveport that helped you prepare for this one?
I'm super grateful for them. My husband is like the best coach in the world. They just don't know it. Y'all don't know it yet, but you will. He's had his hand on a lot of fighters, and I was grateful to have Andrea helping me out with this fight camp, and I hope to return the favor for her. And my doctor came with me. He's actually my surgeon who operated on my arm, so I definitely wouldn't be here without him. And to everybody back home that has played a part in my fight camp, in my fight career, I'm eternally grateful for you guys, my family. I love you, Sapphire. I know you'll watch this eventually. That's my daughter.
Congratulations.
Tim from Sports TV here. Congratulations on the victory tonight. Can you tell us a little bit about changes in training that led to the improvements that we saw in the cage tonight?
We're always looking to improve. I feel like some of that stuff I already had, it's hard to fight with a broken arm, and I broke my arm pretty early in both fights. So not that I haven't improved. I definitely feel like I've been working on my footwork, been working on my patience with my striking. It's just getting in there and putting in repetition, and being able to work with a top flyweight in the UFC also helps.
Absolutely. And I know it's early, but do you have a call out for your next opponent?
I really don't. I'm just, whoever they put in front of me, if I feel like it's a good matchup, I'm sure I'm going to take it.
Great, thanks so much.
This is the first time you fighting in Europe. What did you think about coming over here to London in the first place, when you first got the call?
I was pretty excited. I've always liked to travel. I've been to a lot of different countries, and I was excited to get to come to London. I love it so far. You guys are super polite. I always feel like, the way the accent is just great. I love it. Not trying to be offensive or anything.
And a lot of talk was about, the last London card. Will this live up to it? A lot of hype. Everyone wanted to come and be on this card. Did you feel like you were, perhaps part of something special tonight?
Oh, absolutely. Just seeing, Molly and Patty and just all the, them being so excited and laughing and making jokes. It's been fun. It's been a lot of fun.
And in terms of obviously getting back in there again, do you have a time frame in mind?
Probably before the end of the year. I'd like to get something before then.
Yeah. And no particular, is there anyone, when you look at the division, anyone that kind of makes sense for you?
My mind's blank right now. I know. I watch fights all the time, so there's a lot of ones that I watch, I just can't think of any right now.
Okay, well, congratulations. Thank you.
I'm good. I think well. Sorry, that's all right. Basically, what I was going to ask you is, you're talking about he had bad injuries in your last couple of fights. Does that play in your mind when you're in the fight at the time, thinking, oh, I don't want to do that because I might break my arm again, or psychologically, does it affect the way you fight?
No, not really. I mean, it's not something I think about in there. Of course, I worked on better at blocking kicks because that's how I broke it the first time and didn't block the kick properly. But other than that, it's a very hard thing to think about. You're so immersed in the moment, and you just kind of like, you're so in the moment, it's hard to think like, uh-oh, what if my arm breaks? So, no, not really. I mean, in training, I do fine, and my arm never bothers me. So it's not something that was really on my mind, not in the middle of the fight anyway.
Fair enough, yeah, so you've got a lot more things to think about in the fight. Yeah. And now, you're going to be able to jump in the cage a lot quicker now than you have been in your previous fights. Is that something that excites you now? Because you can just jump straight into fight camp opposed to going through physio and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, it's super exciting. I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to be healthy. I look forward to making a good run.
I look forward to seeing you again, and welcome to the UK.
Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you very much.